My name is James Mitchell, the owner of Mitchell Property Maintenance. We're located just north of Waterloo in small town St. Jacobs, heavy on industrial commercial. Trying to be better at what we did 15 to 20 years ago was quite a challenge. We explored and ended up buying into a system which was designed exclusively for hydraulics and geared towards highway salting for municipalities and for cities. Whereas guys like us working in commercial industrial land, we're in different sized parking lots all the time. We're running 5 kilometers an hour, and then we're doing 30 kilometers an hour. 2 years ago we were introduced to Viaesys, and we decided to test the salt tracking features that they had on their salt controllers then. We ran those for the first season and we're super happy with the direction it was taking us. They've added the rate control features, including ground speed and spreader rate control. If you turn a corner, slow down, it's going to cut the rate. You pull up to a stop sign, it's going to shut your salter off. And those are all the things that are just built into it to make it easier for your operators. At the cost of entry to do that at a few $1,000s a truck, and the ability to do the installation and calibration in-house, it seemed very logical to us.
We have a pretty standard hydraulic control unit here, a module that has 2 solenoids that take inputs from the cab controls to open and close the valves. This is the sensor from the Viaesys system that allows us to calibrate how much salt we're doing. This is the original track-only controller that we used for the last 2 years to see what the operators were applying on the sites. This year we upgraded the existing controller to a ground speed rate control system by adding the hydraulic integration module on the floor here. When the snow boss gives us our target rate for the evening, depending on the conditions, we just turn the machine on to change the target rate, push the up button, we push it down. What's really nice, this module can be adapted to most electrically controlled, commercially available salters.
As we're a year into having the rate control systems on our truck and analyzing some of the science, some of the data that's out there, there's so many things that can impact what we do to make better decisions in service. It's getting more and more challenging to find experienced operators or deal with the time it takes to turn them into an experienced operator. So what we find with the tools of the MTS rate controller is a lot of those functions are done by the truck and not by the operator. You're saving yourself salt, you're saving a certain amount of environmental impact by putting that right amount of salt down, or you're cutting down your overall cost just by saving salt, not over applying. From what I've seen to date, having most of a season in as I sit here, there's no going back. These are difference makers in our industry.